Hello everyone, you are welcome to today's lesson. And in today's lesson, we are going to look at the solution to the assignment that was given in our previous lesson. And the assignment is exactly what you have on your screens. Okay, so we're given three sets X, Y, Z with their corresponding elements. Okay, and A, you were asked to draw a Venn diagram to illustrate the above information. So meaning, okay, taking into consideration all the sets that you have there. Then B, find I, X intersection Z, I. Okay, what you have here, then I. Okay, the number of elements in X union Z. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through the solution, and because I have gone through your submissions, okay, as I walk you through the solution, I will address, okay, your concerns, especially the major ones, okay, in this word solution. So stay with me whilst I walk you through the solution, addressing all your concerns. Okay, so as usual, anytime a question is given, okay, the first thing that you write will be solution. So if you want to write the question, you are supposed to write all the question before you start providing the solution to all the questions that you have there. Don't write your questions in isolation. Please take notes. I never did that and I've never done that. So I don't know where you learned that from. Okay, so the first thing after, if you want to write a question, okay, or show us the question, then you write the question and capture your question together with the solution. But we are not interested in the question because I gave you the question, I know the question. So I have the question. So what I am interested in, okay, will be the solution. So that's the first thing that you write. After that, questions are numbered because we want you to equally number your solution. So the major question number is what? 2, which is here. Then you come and extract the set. Okay, so don't forget to extract your given set. So given, you extract all your set corresponding to X, okay, with the elements. So it's just copy and paste at this point. Okay, and take note, when you are extracting, avoid extracting in columns because now you are being provided with a constrained space. So you have to make maximum use of the space. So if you, assuming you extracted in columns, so it means your X will be here, then you come and the next line will take your Y, the next line will take your Z. Okay, so it means you are going to use 3 lines, and you can see that I have used 2 lines. So you continue. So immediately you extract your X, there will be space here that can take either Y or, okay, both X and Y. So you continue. Okay, so don't come down until you've exhausted the line before you come down. Okay, so I think my point is well made. Some of you extracted in column. So this advice should be well noted. Then now that you extract, we come to you dealing with the question. So this information is just copy and paste. So A, you need to draw the Venn diagram. So you are dealing with a 3-set Venn diagram. Okay, so this is what we have. And we know that the rectangle here will represent our universal set. So you can choose to use, okay, mu, write mu here to represent your universal set, or ignore because the universal set didn't come with a name, okay, in the question. So you can ignore. Your sets X, Y, and Z, okay, you cannot ignore. They have to. So a circle each for these words, sets that I just mentioned, X, Y, Z. Okay, so now in Venn diagram, you always start inside out. So we have to start from all the 3, then you go to exactly 2, exactly 1, then none. Okay, so by here, if you start with exactly 3 means the element that you can find in, okay, X and Y and Z. Okay, so all the 3 sets. And if you study the element here carefully, you see there's only 15 that you can find in all the 3 sets. So it means 15, the element 15 is what you write here. Okay, then after that, okay, you go to the exactly 2. So exactly 2, you are now looking at the element in X and Y, but not what Z. So X and Y, but not Z. You can see that no, 15 that you have there is in X and Y. Okay, and also in Z. So, but you are looking at X and Y, but not Z. So you won't get any element here, which is representing X and Y only. You don't have element belonging to only X and Y here. So if you belong to, you can see that apart from 15, okay, if you belong to X, you don't belong to Y. If you belong to Y, any element here, is not what here. So it means this there shouldn't be, or there wouldn't be any element that will take the position of this region. Then you go to, okay, any of these two. So I am going to start here. So here we are looking at the element in X and Z only. So X and Z only. So if we are looking at X, okay, and Z only, then we are looking at the element in X and Z, but not in what? In Y. Okay, you know that 15 is in X, okay, and also is in Y. So 15 cannot be. Okay, so you now come and concentrate on the X and what? And Z. Okay, so one is in X and is in Z, but it's not in Y. So you write there. 3 is in X and is in Z, but not what? Y. So you write it there. 9 is in X and is in what? Z, but not in what? Y. So you write it there as well. You come and do same for, okay, this region, which is Y and Z only. Element in Y and Z, but not in what? In X. And if you do that, you get 5, the element 5 here. So once you get this now, you get in, okay, the X only, the Y only, and the Z only will be very easy for you. So what do? You subtract the element that you have here from the X. Your remaining will be what you have here. So you'll be left with, if you subtract 1, 3, 5, so 1, 3, 9, 15. So 1, 3, 9, and 15. You'll be left with 6 and 12. And that is supposed to be here. You come and do same here. You subtract 5, 11. Okay, cancel from what? Y. So 5, did I say 15 and what? 15 and 5. Okay, from the whole of the set Y. So 15 and 5, you left with 10 and 20. That's what you write here. And the same explanation for this. With this one, you take out, okay, 1, 3, 9, 5, then what? 15 from the set Z. The remaining is what you write here. Okay, so it means if you take the circle for X, you should read these elements. The circle for Y, you should read. So you can cross-check whether you have any element omitted or any element what introduced, which is not supposed to be there. Any wrong element. So this will be it for your Venn diagram. Okay, and remember I told you, once you have your Venn diagram drawn, any follow-up question, okay, you are supposed to use your Venn diagram. That's the ideal way to go, unless you cannot use the Venn diagram. So even sometimes the question will be more specific. Okay, using the Venn diagram above. So in that case, you cannot use any other means. If you don't use the Venn diagram, you'll be marked down. So now that we've drawn our Venn diagram, everything in order, let's come to B. So B, the first baby I. X, we are looking for X intersection Z. Okay, so you can find the answer straight away. So you write there for X intersection Z. X intersection Z will be where the circle for X and the circle for Z overlap, and they overlap here. Okay, so you know that per our previous lesson, you realize that X intersection Z will be made up of 2 regions. So you now go and list the elements here to make up your set. So it will be 1, 3, 9, 15. Then you bring your curly bracket. Then I, what are we looking for? We are asked to find X intersection in bracket Y union Z complement. And remember the advice. So you extract, therefore, whatever that you are asked to find will be equal to. I've told you, anytime you have a complement in a question, you have a complement outside the bracket, you move the bracket. It will always make your work very easy. Okay, so and usually it will point to a particular region or make the region that you are looking for a set to be very easy. So in this case, if I push the complement inside by the De Morgan's law, I'm going to get X intersection Y complement, and this union changes to intersection, then Z what complement. And we know that this is X only. This notation that you have here is a notation representing X only. So you go to the Venn diagram. Where do you have X only? Only X is this. So the S set there will be 6, what 12. Now the third one, the III, we are asked to find the number of elements in Y union Z. So indirectly, the English that you have here is this. That's the notation. So therefore, the number of elements in Y union Z, the statement here, this is the mathematical representation. So it is better you put it in the mathematical representation. Okay, and that will be equal to, so you need to go and look at the elements, okay, making up your y, which is this, okay, and your z. So you are going to count. Remember, you are looking at the number of, so you are looking at the cardinality. It will not be a set, it will be a value. So you go and count. So it will be, you are looking at elements in this and these two, okay, so it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 becomes your answer. Okay, so please, you can see any question, okay, you need to conclude. So therefore, what you ask to find is equal to, and every step on the way, okay, don't forget to introduce your step. There's an expression. So each step must be introduced with what equal to. So take notes. Don't ignore the equal to when you are introducing your steps. Okay, at this point, all your major concerns are addressed. Okay, so thank you very much. God bless us all.